The present perfect continuous describes an action that started in the past and is still in process. Let's look at a timeline, and here's now. Now we need an action in the past. The present perfect continuous describes an action that started in the past and continues until now. It is still in process. For the present perfect continuous, we need has or have, plus the past participle of be is been, plus a verb plus ing. So let's look at an example. Henry has been sleeping for 2 hours. We use has because Henry is singular. So Henry has been. Been is the past participle of be. So Henry has been sleeping. We use the verb sleep plus ing. Has been sleeping for 2 hours. Remember, he continues sleeping. He is not finished. Another example. Charlie and Patricia have been sleeping since 2 p.m. We use have because Charlie and Patricia is a plural subject. Been is the past participle of the verb be, and then we have sleeping, the verb that terminates in ing. Remember, they continue sleeping. They are not finished. But what about time? How do you express time with the present perfect continuous? We use since to introduce the start time. For example, I have been living in Peru since 2011. So here's a timeline. Here's now, 2018. 2011 is when I started living in Peru. So I have been living in Peru since 2011. I am still in process. I am still living in Peru. We also use for to express duration. For example, I have been living in Peru for 7 years. Remember, from 2011 to 2018 is 7 years. So since is to indicate the start time, and for is to indicate the duration, 7 years. Let's look at an example. Mia has been doing her homework since 6 o'clock. Here's a timeline, and here's now. This is 6 o'clock, right here. So she has been doing her homework since 6 o'clock. This is when she began, and she is still in process. She is not finished. Another example. Chris has been watching television for 1 hour. Here's our timeline. Here's now. And this is when he started watching TV, and it has been 1 hour. So he has been watching TV for 1 hour. 1 hour of duration because we use for 1 hour. Another example. They have been reading this book since Tuesday. It's a big book. So here is our timeline, and here is now. Here's Tuesday. They have been reading this book since Tuesday. They are in process. They're not finished. They're still reading the book, but they have been reading this book since Tuesday. Congratulations! You learned the present perfect continuous to talk about actions that started in the past and they are still in process, not finished. You learned to use since to indicate the starting time for an action when the action started, and for to indicate the duration of time, how long the action has been happening. And we are finished. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you later.